Woody,
Yeah, that's me.
it's good to be sitting across from you again, man.
It is good. I noticed. Hold on, before you get going too far. As you came back in, you bumped that camera, so now I only got like the last 3/4 of your head.
Well, I have a
The first quarter, the beautiful quarter of it, is not there.
Some may say I have a Rick Mahorn ass, and these things happen sometimes, man. Mood up. All right, there we go. Look. Ooh. It's so if you say
There we go.
If you say I have a big ass, I say to you, that's where the motor is. Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's where the engine is.
Yeah, I like the engine better than the motor. Yeah.
Motor City. You're Motor City.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Look
It
at
ain't
this.
Engine City.
I'm wearing my 1934 shirt. Yep. Haven't done a damn thing since 1934, but got the pride.
Where's it
Since.
from? Where's that shirt from?
That is from Detroit.
That's from Detroit, Michigan.
Yes,
You're
it
the
is.
fucking only freaking ass fan there. But no. It's good to sit across from you again. A lot of people said they thought we mailed it in last week because they thought you were a mannequin and I was some fucking auto record. They said
Yeah.
they told me I didn't shut up, and they just stared at Wood on the screen, which is fine.
Yeah.
We tried to get the double visual, but on my end it was fucked up.
Sometimes that happens when you go remote. Like there's not a lot of sometimes things are out of your control and you just go with it. So
And we went with it.
yeah.
And here we is. And I wanted to say something else. I don't know if
Okay.
I said this last week. I know I said this last week. I don't know if I said it. Detroit was actually a fucking beautiful city, man. I just gotta lean into that again.
Okay.
Because we need people to go to places like this. In 1950,
Yeah, we do.
Detroit was one of the richest cities in the fucking world.
Yeah,
Okay?
it was.
You
It
could get a
was.
job at Ford Motor Company, right?
Uh-huh.
And you could raise 2.8 kids there, and your wife could sit home. Your wife could sit home and have dinner ready. You fucking bitch! You better have it ready when I get home. You know, she'd have dinner ready, and you could live a life.
Yeah.
You know, you mowed your lawn in a fucking suit with a hat on, a fedora.
You did.
Right,
Uh-huh.
but then all of a sudden everybody left, and everything got all convoluted. I saw one dilapidated building.
And then in like the early 2000s, before 2010 anyway, then it became like a ghost town.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
It was doing well, everything was popping, and all of a sudden crickets. And
I had people
things
over
got
and over
bad.
again tell me, in the area you're in right now,
Uh-huh.
10, 15 years ago, you didn't want to be in this area. I said, well, if this is
crazy.
a nice area now, where would I be? They go, you'd be in New York. That's where you'd be, okay? But I had a good
Not
time.
here.
We had the butt fumble with Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
Today you had the dick fumble. You guys lose in amazing ways.
Yeah, we do.
I feel
Uh-huh.
bad for the Lions, but at least you had the Pistons back in the 80s.
Yeah,
I
we
don't.
did.
The Tigers
Tigers, they've tried. They've got a good effort.
and the Red Wings have won semi-recently,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you when because I'm not a huge hockey fan, but yeah.
But you're white. I thought all white people were hockey fans.
We are.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to speak for all white people. We love our hockey.
Okay.
That's all we know and talk about.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's just Canadian white.
Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky doesn't play anymore. Emails. Dad says, "Hey Keith, have you ever thought when they what? Oh no, see, fuck him. I'm gonna read it just like he wrote it.
Okay.
Dad says, "Hey Keith, when you ever thought when they lady wanted to come home and suck her thumb, that meant give her man a blowjob. That's why he was so comforting. And he was like, yeah, honey, come home and suck this. Also, speaking of suck this, girls that get off a plane dressed to the nines are usually on their way straight to a party so they can, what? Suck a thumb. So here's a conspiracy theory for you guys. Oh, right up my alley.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
home and he's
So
right up my alley.
Yeah, so he started out with, I don't know what that was.
Bad English.
Yeah, and then followed it up with something you would eat up. Yeah, that's
They already knew COVID was coming, and that's why they were pushing people to stop using cash. If you remember, the exact change stuff was happening right before COVID hit. It's all to keep us in debt as well. Or you can say because they didn't want Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. So COVID got out of hand, and they knew about, or they didn't want black people on the money. And so what you're saying, we trust Thad. You know what? I'm going to run with that conspiracy theory. I like that. Because I remember,
Yeah,
I remember right before that,
yeah.
Harriet Tubman was supposed to be on the $20 bill
yep.
because they were going to take that fucking racist ass motherfuckers Andrew Jackson off
Yep.
it. Which, look, I don't give a fuck. You could put David Duke on that bitch. If David Duke is on a $50 bill, I'm fine because I got $50.
$50.
I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around.
But you're right. There was that, and I believe at the time we had John in who had mentioned there's no shortage.
No.
This is just what they're telling you
Yes.
to get you away from like physical currency, like dollar bills and coins and stuff. And now with what Thad's saying, you know what? It's pretty good.
And John would be what the layman calls a millionaire, so he knows
Yeah.
what the fuck he's talking about with the money, right?
Yeah.
He was sitting there just dripping money off him. As I talked to him, I was just looking like coins hit the ground.
I didn't know you sweated dimes, but whatever. I mean,
Wait, America does this every once in a while, right? They had the Sacagawea coin.
yeah.
Did I say that right?
Sacagawea.
Do you know she was 14 years old and pregnant with a baby going across the fucking country with Lewis and Clark? She had a fucking baby. And she had some French wife beater husband.
Yeah.
God damn.
She's
a hero.
People were built different back then. A lot tougher. Not so much anymore. That's why the whole quinceañera party, like the 15-year-old party. So in Mexico, I can't speak for any of the other Latin American countries, but in Mexico, when you have your quinceañera party, it's like when you become a woman.
Oh.
Right, so 15. 15. Like even here in the U.S., it's kind of like 16 is the big Sweet 16 party, which kind of like if you take a second, think about it,
Still scary.
that's what it's for.
Still
But that's back in the day, 15. Like now you're a woman. Now you can bear a child. Now you can raise a family. Now you can do all this.
Is that really what it
stuff.
means? Like now you can go off and get married? And
Well, now it's just like Sweet 16.
I'm talking about back in the day, though.
But then, yeah, that's what it was. That's quinceañera. That's like your party into adulthood, party into womanhood. Like now you're a woman. Now go forth and whatever you do.
And bleed on sheets. 'Cause that's what they do. That's what they do for a certain amount of time. They
Yeah.
fuck up sheets.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like...
Till
you're
they
like-
figure it out,
You're
yeah.
like, God, exactly. You're
Yeah.
like, fuck, girl, you don't know you goddamn psycho? I just bought these fucking sheets. And here you are bleeding all over shit. Well, I thought it was coming, but I didn't know. I thought it was next week. No, obviously it's this fucking week.
Yeah.
So get your ass up. Clean my one pair of fucking sheets I got for my waterbed, because that's what I had. So at least it didn't get into the mattress. It just got on that, that big
Yeah.
giant bladder you had.
Yeah.
God, man, you know what?
Man, the 80s and early 90s were something.
Something else. Max says, fellas, what a fucking weekend for Boston sports fans. I agree. Fucking Red Sox in a life or death battle for second wild card spot. They're in first place now. Remember a few months ago when they had like a 200-game lead over the entire AL East? I do. I'm talking shit. Fuck. And then Sunday night, got my man Brady returning to the Patriots to play the Patriots. I'm not going to speak too much more. Just know this will be the most confusing night of my life since I found out the hot stripper had a dick and balls. That was the night.
wow.
I'm going to interlude right there. There comes a point where, you know what? I thought you were a girl. Like, we used to watch on, what was it? Was it Maury Povich?
Yeah.
He's the one that always had little
Springer.
she boys. I think Jerry.
So what you saying? Let's down, let's down. So what you saying? So what you saying? Ethan Wood. 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 Ethan Wood. So what you saying? Ethan Wood. So what you saying? Ethan Wood. So what you saying? Ethan Wood. Ethan Wood. So what you saying? Ethan Wood. So what you saying? Ethan Wood. So what you saying? Ethan Wood. Ethan Wood. So what you saying? Ethan Wood.
Fucking pitch game, right? When he's a hockey player and he's just taking the pitches off him because he wants to play hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you're taking it. It's madness furious. Anyway, to continue.
Okay.
Glad you survived Michigan. All I know about MSU is Draymond Green went there and a dude named Magic Johnson. Both good at basketball. Anyways, much love, Confused Mac. Magic Johnson was great at basketball, by the way.
Yep.
He needs to donate some more money to that place so they can fucking paint some shit and maybe buy a couple of push brooms to clean up the fucking area.
I think he's dumping
my
all.
gosh.
I think he's dumping all of his money into into the Lakers and the Dodgers. Isn't he owner of the Dodgers?
I don't know, but I do know the cocksucker told his wife what I said about Michigan State, so now I got to face her one day.
Oh, yeah.
Now I got to face her one day for going to that fucking cafeteria, greasy spoon diner, that unclean bathroom of a college.
Yeah.
I bet you money you can't find a clean bathroom around Michigan State if you fucking life depended on it. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so you remember when they talk about, I used to watch the Flintstones back in the day, and they go on road trips, and one would always be looking for a nice clean bathroom, Fred. Okay?
Yeah.
Fred, don't stop at Michigan State, because nothing there is clean, including the doorknobs. That's the way I look at it. You turn. Keith and Wood. I'm pretty sure you would just pulled off a successful mask off with Keith. Rumor is I didn't shut up. I don't even remember that. Rumor is
Yeah, I don't know. I knew that I had to make this thing happen, and so if you ever been nervous and not sure what to quite do, so like somebody puts alcohol in front of you and you're nervous, so you go, well, if I have a drink, then it'll take the edge off. And at some point, the edge never goes away.
You've been groomed before, is what that sounds like to me. Somebody's groomed you. Is this a story for off the air, Wood?
Yeah. So the edge never goes away, but you keep drinking, and so you panic, and then that's what was last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I was fucked up. Anyway, let me start off. I'm pretty sure you would pull off a successful mask off with Keith. I laughed from start to finish. Best one-way vagina brought me to tears, as did the airplane eavesdropping. Keith, you should probably peek over your shoulder here and there for the next few weeks. You might see your friend's wife, which is coming, or Diego waiting in the shadows. You were pretty hard on Michigan State and Flint. I've never been to either, so what would I know? Great episode. Love Jamathan. And more Beth, please. Beth, email in again.
Yeah, send one again.
That's the end of the emails, and I'm cutting them short because I normally do 4. We did 3 because we got cursed out because the emails last week went like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But that was Drunk Keith talking.
That is true. That is true. And that happens from time to time.
And this is Drunk Keith talking, so I only counted 3 emails. That's the end of the emails.
And that takes us to our Snaggles, which is...
Boy.
Oh, give me a moment. I
Okay.
had to bend down over here. So
Pick up the sugar bowl.
yeah. So I did start out with something that you brought back from Detroit. You could talk about it in a second, but what I am now continuing with, because that was... I feel like I'm becoming more of a man, but they haven't quite dropped. It's more like the hair started growing, but they haven't fully descended. So I am drinking Voodoo Ranger. Yeah. It's an American haze. This is delicious. Honestly, I have no idea what it is, but it's really cool because it has a skeleton. They make different kinds of drinks. It's New Belgium, it says on it. But they make different kinds, and they're all kind of like Day of the Dead style with a modern twist.
It's Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Eddie from Iron Maiden got a new fucking job, and now he's on beer cans is what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and that's what I have. But I did have a drink of what both of those, which are in your hand. How could I forget? I was brought some Old Smoky. It says something. I don't have my glasses on. Tennessee. It's whiskey, but it's salted caramel.
Old Smoky. I don't have my glasses on. Tennessee salted caramel whiskey. Oh, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Also, I brought home. All right, so I went to a distillery. I went to Detroit. I went to a distillery. I went to Detroit.
Yeah, there it is. It's
City
a T, not
Distillery.
a D.
Don't make fun of me.
I know.
I've got issues. I went to Detroit City. God damn it. I went to do a distillery, right? And they made 4-grain straight bourbon, small batch spirit reserve. And the cool part about it is this is batch 1. This is fucking bottle 1 out of 812. I got number 1.
Wow.
1. Public Enemy number 1.
Oh,
and
wow.
that shit, I gotta tell you, it tastes a lot better when you walk in drunk and start drinking it as opposed to you start sober and start drinking. Because you had a sip, your girl had a sip, and what did your girl say? My knees got weak. I was like, do you guys need me to leave? What kind of fucking conversation is this?
Then I think she followed up with, it gave me chills everywhere.
Again, I can go wait out in the backyard till you guys get done doing what you're doing.
And then she needed orange juice to clear, orange juice and saltine
I thought you were
crackers.
gonna say she needed oral. I really did. When you said
She may have after the chills in her knees weak. I did not come through. Whew. I didn't. I wish I would have read this before
Yeah.
you put it in my glass.
It's
'cause-
hard.
Yeah, it does. Really, one of them. If you noticed, we did pregame. Normally I'm okay, but yeah, this hit pretty damn
Yes.
hard.
It was
Yeah.
good. Anyhow, as usual, the Snaggles is brought to you by.
Tiger Claw Tattoo, guys. Tiger Claw Tattoo, guys, over there in Mill Creek, 801-410-4245. I know that
What's their address?
they are 835 East and 33rd South.
Yeah, huh? Just humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Here's Shay fucking writing on his wall, writing shit like, I want to rock or, Teen Spirit or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
he's writing on his wall and do it. He's like, you know what? I got a talent for this shit.
Yeah.
I should put that should go on somebody's skin.
Yeah.
Fast forward 25 years later, here he is doing
Yeah,
it.
he's running the show. And I know for a fact that we have one of our listeners,
One.
well, at least one, because I was sent some samples of the artwork she's going to get, and I'm excited. She's going to go see Shay. If I'm not mistaken, she's seeing the man himself, Shay.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I have to get some confirmation whether or not she's seeing Shay or one of the other artists, but I think she's seeing the man himself.
That's like the end of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Yeah.
She just skipped Glass Joe and all the rest of those motherfuckers and went straight to Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see that, guys. If you want some fantastic artwork, go over to Tiger Claw Tattoo. They will put whatever it is that is classy and good for you on your body, and they're going to make it look even better.
I like how you said good for you because they're not going to put property of Jim Bob.
No,
they're
they're
not
not
going to put
gonna.
that on there. Shay's going to look at you and go, you know what, girl, go to therapy and dump Jim Bob because he's a piece of shit. Matter of fact, Jim Bob's 49, you're 26. Find a better relationship.
Yeah, yeah. And
They're
he's-
not
he's
doing
go-
that.
he's
He's
gonna
not
look
in
out
it for the
you.
money.
No, they're gonna look out for you. They're in it to do great artwork, and I'm told right now, it just popped up, the man himself is going to be doing that artwork. So we'll stay tuned for that. So next up, we have MVP jersey framing. If you can't bring yourself to put your high school logo on your body, that's fine. Take your old high school jersey, send it to MVPJerseyFraming.com.
Let me tell you something. If you in Detroit and you guys haven't won shit since forever, but
Yeah.
you got that one jersey, you won that one time, you won that one game by that one point,
That's what you have to do there.
take that jersey there and take that preseason game that you won and frame that fucking jersey. I feel so bad for that city.
If that year that we went 4-0 in the preseason and then 0-16 in the regular
Is
season,
that really how it happened?
you
went 4-0 in the preseason?
I'm pretty sure
0-16?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's how it
man.
went. And you have that jersey, that should be commemorated.
Yeah.
It should be put in frame
Yeah. Commemorate.
forever.
Commemorative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Absolutely.
that. Go see MVP jersey framing.
Here's the thing that I hope we have Detroit fans now because I was out there selling our little bullshit. Even though I didn't take a sticker, I'm out there talking. Hey, you ever hear of a podcast called So What You're Saying? It's got Scott Van Pelt and Montel Williams on it, and they're like, "Oh, really? I like those guys." I was like, "Yeah, listen to that shit." But
You're taking their phones and punching it in. See, you're gonna like it.
but I'm at the stadium and you got people lines. I'm talking an hour and a half long line. People with Detroit shit on, going into a store to buy what? Detroit shit. I'm like, dude, you got all the Detroit shit on. Motherfucker, brother, you got to
Yeah.
coordinate. I got Detroit socks on. I got Detroit pants on with the lions up and down. I got Detroit sweatshirt on. Detroit hat, because you got to have a hat. Motherfucker even had a Detroit scarf. I'm like, yo, it's 82 degrees outside. You got a Detroit scarf on. That's all right. They got new Detroit mittens on the inside. I'm going to put those on. That's why I'm in line. All right. They run hard. So Detroit,
I love it. I love
represent and do your 0-4 preseason or 4-0 preseason and get that shit
Yeah.
MVP jersey because he'll ship to you, you ship
Yep.
to him.
Yes.
Other way around, but he'll get it done.
Yes, and it will look fantastic. Last up, guys, we have H Cubed, which is all of your etching needs. It's the etching HQ, if you will. Admittedly, Keith brought me this koozie.
Oh, isn't that sexy?
It's got a lion on it.
Raw.
I love this logo. It gets me wet, if I do say so myself.
It makes you lactate.
Okay. Makes things move, as the kids say. But I have another koozie that I typically carry around, and it has been etched in by laser, and it looks beautiful.
Okay.
And that was done by H Cubed.
Wow.
Yeah, very cheap, very inexpensive, but great, fantastic work that'll last a lifetime if you have something etched.
Do they have an Instagram yet where I can go and look at their work?
No, they don't.
Okay, but they get the best logo out of everybody we deal with.
That is true. And
No offense to everybody else, but it's a great fucking logo.
And it is facebook.com/the H cubed. So if you want something, whether it be glass, metal, wood, anything like that, you want it etched up, put your logo on it, put our logo on it, put whatever logo you want on it, they'll do it. Just check them out, hit them up, send them a message, and they will get you taken care of. And with that, that brings us to the end of our sponsors, and I'm shooting off fireworks because I'm excited about this week.
You're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. I want to talk about the first time in my life I've ever been fucking pimped out.
Oh,
I got pimped out.
did you
So
know?
now we all know.
I'm listening.
We all know Diego is from fucking Detroit.
Uh-huh.
We realize that.
Yeah, he's made that very clear.
So when I was going to Detroit, I look up Diego and I'm like, Diego, I'm going to Detroit. What you got for me? Where do I go? He goes, you go here, 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 here. And by the way, pick me up a hat. Pick me up a Detroit Tigers hat.
Wow. The Detroit Tigers hats are pretty sick.
Okay,
I do
great,
like them.
great. How often does Diego go to fucking Detroit?
I don't know.
7 times a year?
Probably.
Okay. I bought this motherfucker a hat
Uh-huh.
to a city that he goes to all the fucking time.
But you just said that people at Detroit at the game are decked out in Detroit stuff, buying Detroit stuff. So it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense because you're there 7 times a fucking year. I don't need to spend my hard-earned money on your shit. So as I'm buying it, it finally dawned on me, he'll be here next week.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I buying him an orange Detroit hat for? But I bought it.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Yeah, probably because you were drunk.
No,
Oh, you just saw it.
I knew going in. I knew going in.
Okay.
I was gonna get him a hat. I wasn't drunk till I actually physically bought the hat, but I knew going because I said I'm going to the D, and he just slid it in there. You know, he slid it in there like somebody again the grooming shit. Oh, you look nice, but you look nicer if you just unbutton your shirt just a little bit more. Right? And as I'm buying it, it's in my hand. I'm just like, and it's in my hotel room. I'm like, that motherfucker pimped me out, man.
Yeah, he did.
He had me buy something. He should have just had me stop by and pay his fucking rent on his fucking flat. You know what I mean? you know? Oh, Keith, you're going to be there.
Yeah, while you're there, you might as well.
Go to 728 Factory Road and pay the fucking rent on my fucking flat. Oh, okay. Okay, Diego.
I'm good for it.
I got it. I got it. I got it for you. So as I was doing, I just kind of felt a little bit, dirty. I don't want to say used because I know you never used me. I just felt dirty. So I'm going to hand him the hat with a smile, and he's going to look at me and go, hey, trick. Like, if you...
He's going to show you one that's similar but slightly different. It's going to be orange. What is it? Does it have the tiger? Does it have the D?
It has a D. That little I want to be a Red Sox D.
Yeah, he's going to show up with one that's identical but with the little... like tiger, crawling down,
I got friends all the time going to Boston. They tell me, where do you go? Where do you go to eat this, that, and the other? I don't ever slip into them, hey, bring me back a hat. Because I'm not in Boston all the fucking time. I don't need a hat. I got plenty of Boston Red Sox hats. And the ones I don't buy from Boston, what do? I put that little bit of Boston dirt on them because I'm a psycho like that. God, what's wrong with me? I do. I have a bag full of Boston dirt that I rub on all the shit I don't buy from Boston because I want my Boston stuff that breathe the air. You know what I mean? I want it to be authentic Boston stuff.
Okay.
I want to have that stench from the harbor on it, that back bay stuff on it. You know what I mean? I might drive it through Roxbury and hang it out the window.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Just so your memorabilia knows where it's.
And if I buy it online, if I buy it here locally, I take my dirt and I rub it on it.
Okay.
Diego got me, so I hope he got some fucking Detroit dirt. That's what I hope would. Hey, I was in space earlier, and I'm not gonna talk
actually in space.
In a space earlier.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is it weird having me here now? What are you doing? Because you keep zoning out. What are you even looking at on the computer right now?
I was just we were talking Boston, so my brain went Patriots.
Okay.
And I know the Patriots are playing the Buccaneers right now. I just wanted to have the live score up so that if it ever came up, 20 minutes from now when I can't actually pull it up, that I would have it for you. So
let me tell you something right now.
There's the score of the game.
Mac's gonna hit my phone anytime there's a fucking offsides call. Okay, Mac is on it. He's gonna let us know every minutia of this fucking game. I was in an area where I got to see a lot of concerts going on. I didn't go to the concerts, but I was in an area where I saw the concerts coming in. It was like right now they got Kiss coming.
Ooh.
Right?
I wouldn't ever watch it, but I know they're a
I
big
wouldn't
name.
even. So Kiss to me was always like a fucking joke. I thought.
Yeah,
it was,
I thought so too. They're kind of like so Kiss. I kind of compare them to like when I was younger, like junior high-ish, high school, in Insane Clown Posse. Have you heard of them?
Yeah,
ICP?
those weirdos. Isn't
Yeah.
that Juggalo shit? That's now gang shit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh.
But Insane Clown Posse, like I know they make a lot of music, and I know they have a big following.
They make a lot of noise.
And I know they have a big following, but I would never listen to it because it's like it seems gimmicky. That's kind of how I envision Kiss.
So Boston in
Somebody's
the 70s
going to kill us.
had
over that,
had
by
a
the
lot
way.
had a lot of busing. And so I got bused to a white school. I got bused to Rosendale Elementary, and that's when I learned about Kiss. There was this dude I remember. His thing was Kiss or Rush, and he was going off
wow.
behind him, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "They're groups." I was like, "Oh, really?" Because that's weird. Because the groups I know are Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Which
and Cameo.
Uh-huh,
All right?
both
So
better than
I
the
know
other two, yeah.
Cool in the Gang. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Kool
And I
and the
remember
Gang.
he came in the next day and he had he tore it out of like a magazine. Okay. And it was Kiss, and they had all this makeup on. And I was like, those guys look like they want to suck my dick, and I'm 10 years old. They look fucking weird. So anyhow, now I see Kiss. They're coming around, and Gene Simmons, he's fat as fuck, right?
Yep.
But people are packed to go to see it, so they're going past my house to go to the fucking concert.
Okay.
Fine. That's what you do. That's what you're into.
Right.
A couple of days later, the Doobie Brothers. I like the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, Doobie
They,
Brothers are
they didn't get good till they got Michael McDonald for me, because Michael McDonald, he's got that deep young.
I don't
He kind of sounds like Scooby Doo, right? But it's packed. And you got a bunch of old ladies going down
Yeah.
there, a bunch of old dudes, and they dress
Yep.
like.
Uh-huh.
So what they think?
They
so
dress like the era.
They dress like they're still in fucking high school.
Yeah, they
because
dress like
what
that
does music do? Music takes you back to where you were.
Yep, it
Your big
does,
thing is
actually.
boys to men.
Yep,
So for
yep.
you right now, you got an all denim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or I'm gonna find me some brown suede, and I'm gonna wear it head to toe.
Head to toe, like a fucking weirdo, right? So you got these people dressing like it's 1976.
Yeah.
You got these other people dressed like it's 1982, walking down the fucking street.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what you do,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
So then I look, right, and you look at that happening, and you're just like, oh, that motherfucker looks weird. Oh, that motherfucker looks weird. I like LL Cool J.
Oh boy.
I like you too. There's gonna come a time where
You're gonna walk down the street with your left pant leg rolled up.
I'm gonna be. That's what I'm saying.
And then one leg.
There's gonna be a time, right? If you like Nelly, I got a Band-Aid on. All of a sudden now nobody's got. Rite Aid has no more Band-Aids because a bunch of 50-years came in and bought fucking Band-Aids
Though-
to be like Nelly.
So Nelly actually went in concert with what's that stupid early '90s boy band, New Kids on the
Old Town.
Block.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Nelly opened for New Kids on the Block. In front of her, it was like an all-female concert.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been told that he kills it still. Like,
Nelly?
yeah, he kills it. And
Okay.
then New Kids on the Block come in, and I was never into that. That's garbage music, but apparently they're still doing their thing.
I was pissed at New Kids on the Block because Maurice Starr, who's from Boston, Maurice Starr founded New Edition. He didn't find New Edition. He gave him a record deal. New Edition
Right.
was already New Edition. They were put together by Brooke Payne.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Brooke Payne put them together, and they took second in the talent show, but they were so good that Maurice Starr said, I'm going to give you a record contract anyhow. And here's another little bit of minutia. And I wish I had Stacey Smith, right? Not Stacey,
Sam.
Sam Smith. He's sitting here right now because we could have this conversation. New Edition, and they were signed by, who did I just say? Maurice Starr. Maurice Starr was actually the founder of Johnson Crew. And I want everybody, not everybody, I want a couple of people. I want like every fifth person.
No, you want everybody.
No, I want every fifth person because not everybody needs to hear this, okay? So if anybody from the 80s is listening, and I'm sure that's most of you guys, Pac Jam by Johnson Crew. They had that song. And they also had a song called Space is the Place. They also had a song called Ground Control, and it's Junzun. It's Johnson Crew. That's Maurice Starr. But anyway, Maurice Starr founded New Edition. New Edition was like, what the fuck? Where's my money? How come I just
Right.
toured all around America and I got a check for $1.30, but I got a new moped and I'm still living in Orchard Park Projects, which is right next door to my projects, right? So they come home and you're just like, yo, why
Where's
y'all
your money?
here? And they're like, I got $1.38. True story. Look it up. It's on Behind the Music. So New Edition left them, and so what Maurice Starr did is he went and found a white group because America loves white
Yeah.
people. Hence
New
the
Kids
fucking
on the Block.
Hence the fucking white girl missing from. Yeah, right. What's her name? Prado. What's the white girl missing now?
I see it, and I always want to say Patino, but I know it's not Patino.
It's not. It's not
I
Rick
don't.
Pitino.
I don't know.
I'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so Maurice Starr said, I'm going to get 5 white guys to do this shit. And he
Yeah.
founded New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
And they blew up. And they had doll babies. And they had
Yep.
fucking T-shirts and all that shit.
It
And-
was crazy.
And they did their thing.
They had these. I remember in elementary school, they
Mm-hmm.
had these. Those pins, like you get a button and.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like the size of my head.
Yeah.
They
that
were
was
massive.
the deal back in the
What
day.
the hell are you doing? I could never get into their music. I thought it was garbage. And from what I understand, most people that go for the nostalgia because when they listen, they're like,
Okay.
yeah, that's kind of garbage.
I like it. I like what you're saying. But they had a song called Please Don't Go Girl. I was blaring that shit back in the day. Okay.
I mean, everybody has something from time to time.
In my
but-
head, I could hear Ralph singing that song because that should have been a New Edition song. But whatever.
Yeah.
What's the girl's name that's missing? She drove through Utah.
Patino. I don't know.
You got a fucking typewriter with a TV
well, last
in front
time
of it right there.
Last time I looked up something, you yelled at me for
right. Yeah,
missing.
so
she's
she-
from Florida, right?
Yeah.
Florida.
Missing. Just put in missing white girl, the newest, latest. All right.
Wait, that's not.
Oh, she's not white. Wow, I can't believe that popped up. She's not white either. Holy shit. We're internet. Are you on BET.com?
Well, that's because that's Gabby
Gabby.
Petito.
Gabby Petito.
See, I told you it's close to Patino.
Yeah, you're right. America loves that shit because the last one I had. All right, so you had Natalie Holloway, you had Elizabeth Smart, right? And now you got this one.
Yeah, I
But
got a
the
lot
thing
of
is,
opinions.
she came through your hometown. You got a lot of opinions about what?
Elizabeth Smart, but I'm not going to share that on here. I'll share that off air.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be that guy.
Okay.
But this one here.
Made my nipples hard waiting for that information. I'm like, oh
So
my god.
so this I don't care. Patino, they come through a part of Utah. If anyone's been to Moab, Utah, I'm sorry. No, I guess they do like outdoorsy shit there. There's a lot of dirt there. When in the beginning you talked about when did we talk about that on here or off air? I can't remember. We talked about how America's got a lot of things. One of the things that
That was off
America
air.
has,
That was off air.
America has deserts.
Yeah.
Moab is that place. Like, water is rare there, and it's dirt, and it's dry, and nobody wants to live in Moab. No, like, people do, but nobody wants to. So she cuts this little corner, and here she is. Now all of a sudden it's news here.
Yeah.
That's not my news.
Yeah.
Like, I give a shit.
But no, she came through Ogden.
Yeah, but
That's right up the street from you.
lots of people pass through here all the time.
Mhm.
Like I-70 that cuts through the center of the state
Okay.
has people from California to New York, Boston, Nebraska, everywhere, all day, every single day.
So a
cut
lot
through
of
here.
drugs is what you're saying. A lot of
Yeah,
drugs
I
come
mean
through.
we're pretty good about it. So we pass our drugs through this state pretty well. I think we do a good job. But I just don't understand
You don't understand what?
that she's on my news feed.
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you
I don't
something.
understand. She's not my news. I'm sad that she lost her life, but she's not my news. And the guy, whatever the hell, what's his name? I don't know. Patino's boyfriend. I could give two shits about that guy. I hope he's dead in the ocean. I hope Dexter found him.
Here's the thing with him. First of all, you don't understand why it's happening. I just led with that. I said a blonde white woman is missing and America goes fucking crazy. Second of all,
Yeah.
the reason he's a suspect is 'cause that motherfucker. I think he killed himself is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But he was playing way above his head. He had a
Oh, yeah.
He had a receding hairline. He was a dorky looking motherfucker who needed to floss, and he's running with this girl. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And she gets out. She's like, "Oh God, I never seen you use floss, and you don't use a brush. I'm about ready to bounce." And he killed, I just don't understand that. Because I'm not wired that way. And they say on another note, they say through your lifetime, and I don't know how long a lifetime is for most people, because some people live to 20 or 8 or 9, and some people live to 109. But you walk past 36 serial killers, and I don't know if you can be a serial killer like the good old days. I can't believe I said that. But the good old days, because I just listened to Richard Ramirez. But there's so many cameras now. You know what I mean? So if you're serial killing a motherfucker, what's a serial killer? So you kill somebody, you got a cooling down period, and then you kill again. So
I
you
thought
you gotta kill 3
serial
or 2.
I thought it was 2 or more, and I think it's just you just have to. I don't know. Is there a cooling period?
Just got to be a cooling period, because if not, then you're a mass murderer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's different.
Right. That's when you just like you're like Rambo. You're like Rambo, just fucking mowing everybody down, right? Which it happens all the time now.
Yeah.
But no, a serial killer is somebody that kills and there's low wait time, and you're like, this dumb bitch didn't watch the news and she doesn't know if you stand by a fire hydrant, I'm gonna come kill you. She stand by a fire hydrant, here I come, and then you got her, right? So
Yeah.
You can't have that much anymore because there's cameras everywhere.
Well, but as much as there are cameras, but we also think, but you and I, we think like city life. There's cameras, but you get
That's
rural.
That's
you
a
get,
Boogie Boys song, by the way. Just,
but you get rural and there's not as many cameras. So, like, how you gonna put cameras like out in the mountains?
so
here?
kill people in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kill them in cornfields in Nebraska. Like, no one's ever going to find your ass
Some
there.
people in Iowa should probably be killed. Hey, I want you to explain something to me.
Okay.
You're cocky. What is your background? You English?
Yeah.
Danish?
No, I'm English. Yeah.
What, you got a little Portuguese in you?
No.
No, all
No.
English. You're 100% English.
Well, I don't know. What are gypsies considered? Everything?
Portuguese? No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd have to look up that side. I don't honestly know, but I know that my paternal side, on my dad's side, I would be 4th generation English. Right?
English.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you're Gypsy. So you got a little Fleetwood Mac in you.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
All right. I want to ask you a question, and I'm being serious right now. Okay, as serious as I can be. As serious as I can be. What's up with white women? Like, I was pumping gas today.
Uh-huh.
And the gas is going. I know I'm going to spend $2,000 on fucking gas.
Yeah.
And I look over, and there's this white lady over there. And she's normal looking, and she smiles at me.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
But she smiles at me, and then she looks away. Doesn't give me the opportunity to reciprocate the smile or wave at her. What is the deal with that? Do they do that to you?
Yeah, I would say generally most women at a gas pump. In fact, it's funny you said that. I just pumped $80 in gas last night.
Well, you drive a fucking super sport van out there to travel around and throw checks out the window.
Listen, it's a mini bus, okay? And yes, I do drive. That thing's badass, but it costs a lot to fill that thing. So I'm filling it up, and a nice young lady. She wasn't young. She's probably my age, maybe a little bit younger. And she pulls up to the gas pump behind me and gets out. And I'm looking over because I like to look at my surroundings, see who's there. If there's someone I know, I'll chat with them. That never happens. But if they were, I would talk to them.
You look around to see if you need to leave, to see if it's
That is true.
a relative of somebody
Yeah.
you owe fucking
Yeah.
money
Is
to.
somebody-
Would be honest on this podcast,
Okay, if
man.
somebody's coming over with a suit and a tie and you got an envelope in your hand, I'm not even gonna pay for my gas. I'm gonna put it away and I'm gonna go.
You just got served, okay?
So I look over and she gives me a smile, and as I go to do, folds her arms and stares at. There's nothing on the pump. There's numbers.
Okay, so
and it's numbers going up.
it happens to you too.
I think it's a
Male, female?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think it's a male female thing. I don't think it's a black white thing.
Okay.
I think it's a male female thing. In the current environment of today,
Okay.
if you show any kind of masculinity, I feel like that's scary.
Okay.
So I think because I've seen you walk around and you're pretty masculine.
Yeah.
When I look at you, I'm like, that's a man.
Yeah.
That's a good looking man. So if you were to pull up next to a lady who thinks that she's a very feminine lady and you're a man, then she might be intimidated by that.
That's good to know because I take it all the time. I'm like, oh, fucking Tarzan and Jane. You know what I mean? I do. No, that because
Yeah.
you remember where I was raised, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We talked
I
about
understand it.
Racist
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Well, I
So
don't
she-
understand, but I get it. Yeah.
She smiles at me, and I waved, and by the time I went to wave, she had turned around.
It's I noticed this
It
when
made me want to take the fucking squeegee you use to clean the window and throw it at the back of her fucking head.
well, but I see this on like when I'm on the running trail.
Oh, Wood runs.
Yeah, I
Does everyone know that?
Well, it's been a minute, but I do. I'll get back to it.
Wood runs.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll get back. But as I'm running, like if I run past a guy, I can wave at him, or whatever, and he'll do the same. If it's a lady, like we're 50 yards away, and she'll give me like a smile or a wave, and then as we pass, something's interesting on the ground.
It's her titties.
Yeah.
She's looking at her titties. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so
it's-
you get
it's
the good thing.
Yeah. I think It's a straight. I think it's a societal thing at the moment.
That's good to know because I took it personal, and I did. I went black and white. I was like, what the fuck, this right? A brother can't fucking wave back. You just smile, and she had a great smile. She gave me a great, looked me dead in the eyes and smiled at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, daddy.
Yeah,
I was
but-
like, I mean, that's not where I was with it, right? But she,
No, but
wow.
maybe in her mind, she's thinking, like,
Why did I do that?
Yeah, I just gave him too much of a smile. Now he's gonna think that we're gonna have sex tonight, so I better just. I better watch the little video on the gas pump.
I drove by a basketball court today,
Uh-oh.
and
Please
atypical.
tell me there were no high school kids playing.
Wait, would. Atypical from what I've normally seen for probably the past 12 to 15 years, it was packed. There was people on the side. There was people playing.
Wow.
Everything. And me, my old ass, I roll down the window to look and see if I know anybody. I don't know anybody out there on that fucking court. As if I'm going to grab my fucking sneakers out the back of my trunk and go suit up and say, who's got next?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And as I roll down the window.
High bouncing the ball in the sideline. Let's go.
As I rolled
Let's
down the
go.
window, my knees and back started hurting. Right? My fingers rolling down the window to look and see who's out there. My knees are like, what the fuck you doing? My back's like, we're not doing this, okay?
And then your wallet's like, you don't even have 20 in this bitch.
But it was just so refreshing to see a basketball court full of motherfuckers.
That's awesome.
Not playing fucking video games. I mean,
Yeah.
it was packed. It was awesome. It was circa
Yeah.
1980. 5, you know what I mean? Or 1990.
Yeah.
It was just packed.
You go 95 even, man.
And it takes me to my dude. So my dude's like my boy Lindsay, right?
Uh-huh.
He's like, yeah. This is what he says to me. This is how my boy Lindsay talks. He's
Okay.
like, he goes, we're talking about something else. All right, so anyhow, yeah, we're going to do this, do that, do this, do that. He's like, yeah, all right, cool. And he goes like this, a little dead silence. He goes, yeah. So anyway, they got an alumni game going. Right? This is what he says to me. They got an alumni game going, and this dude named Chad called me up, and he's like, yo, you want to play in the game? And I said, what you going to do? He goes, yeah, I'm thinking about playing. This is what he says to me. This dumb motherfucker. He says to me, he goes, yeah, you know, all I got to do is start riding a bike, and I'll be in shape. Thinking he's 22 again. Okay? Remember when all you had to do was ride the bike or go rollerblade to get in shape?
No, it's going to take him about 8 months. I hope it's next year.
I said, no, it's October 18th.
No,
He gave me this news right before I left for Detroit.
ready.
He says to me, he goes, yeah, all I got to do is go ride the bike. I said, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you. Make sure I'm there so I can help you up off the court. No, I'll be all right. I just got to ride the bike.
The second you get on the bike, everything's going to start cracking and popping. And that's not
It's
signs.
not the impact of running up and down the court. Basketball is a different animal.
Yeah.
You have to play the game just like football, just like baseball. You have to get your cadence down. It's side to side motion, it's stop and go.
Yeah. The second you
He's
start
not
trying
ready.
to.
He's not ready. But I'm sitting there like this. Look. That's my hands rubbing together. I'm looking at this motherfucker like, okay. I'll help you off the court, but goddamn believe me, I'm going to be laughing my ass
You're
off.
going to be on his team?
No, fuck no. Fuck no. I got no business. I'm showing up in dress clothes. Okay? I got no business.
You're going to be his manager?
Like I said, driving by the kids playing basketball made my knees and back hurt. And this motherfucker talking about going out and playing a full alumni game. So what? I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day, they used to have a veterans game. Okay, so before the NBA All-Star game,
Yeah.
instead of the freshmen versus the sophomores,
Yeah, and now they do. So actually, the day before they do. Now they do the sophomore freshman.
okay,
But then, like just before, they'll do like the celebrity game now,
celebrity.
and so they'll add some of the older guys into those.
yeah, by older guys, they mean guys that probably retired 2 years ago. But when I was watching,
Yeah, but then they're playing with like Kevin Hart, who's 5'3".
when I was watching in '85, you had guys like Wes Unseld, who retired six years before that, and guys started blowing out the knees and
Yep,
blowing out the ankles. They're
There
fucking
was
45.
There was one
50.
guy that jumped up, dunked it, landed, and tore his Achilles.
Hence, my boy has no business being out there playing in some fucking alumni game.
Could
Alumni games are for people who retired, who stopped playing 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago.
Yes. Could Lindsay dunk at one point?
Um,
Was he a dunker? How tall
no,
is
he's probably my height, but he's white.
Okay,
so
yeah,
There's the
so-
lack of jumping going on
he?
there.
Yeah, but I bet in his prime he could
Okay.
two-hand.
Okay. Wait a minute. I was there in his prime.
He could
and what I said was,
he could two-hand dunk off the back of the rim and it goes in.
okay, that's your version of it. I was there. Every once in a while on warm-ups, he might get it down. He was never doing it again. He was nice with his. He was nice with his.
Well, yeah,
but I don't want him to take his nice with his to today's game because there's somebody I'm visiting in the emergency
I want
room.
to, and I want you to record it.
No, he. So I talked to him the other day. He said he's not playing. I said, "Oh, you disappointed me because I had blocked out 3 days to carry you to the fucking doctor and watch you get surgery."
Honestly, I would have gone and recorded from his game, just to watch that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime, like you got to understand when your prime has come and gone. Mine did maybe a year or so ago. Cause I'm
What? What the fuck are you telling these people?
I'm just kidding. It was like 25 years ago. Anyway, but I like people. I like watching people think that they're in that prime, and just watching the show.
Yeah.
Because the show of them trying is better than the actual show that's supposed to happen.
There's a progression.
It's a beautiful thing.
There's a progression. There's you going out there and still being able to play, and then waiting, and then you going out there and can't, move laterally.
Right.
And then you going out there and the ball being the size of a fucking Volkswagen Beetle, and you can't fucking hit it. And then you going out there and rolling down the window after watching people play and being like, oh my God, as I roll down the window, my knees and my back hurt. That's where I'm at. There's a progression, and I'm sure it gets worse after that. Have you ever heard the term, I'm not supposed to say this word.
Uh-oh.
What's the word I'm not supposed to say on this show?
Oh, yeah. See you next Tuesday. Cunt.
Hound. Have you ever heard that word?
Cunt hound?
I've never heard that word. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to Mac, parenthetically. By the way, I don't fucking
Something.
know. I'm talking to Mac. And he's telling me about this story where his father-in-law, who looks like Mr. Rogers, sitting there.
Okay.
And I guess it's when Magic got his infection
That
he beat with money and vigor.
Okay.
And he's learning about the fact that Magic got the thing, and he says Magic back in the day was a real
Cunt.
hound. And I've never heard that fucking phrase. I've said a lot of variations of swear words in my life, but I've never heard
Cunt hound.
ever in my life.
I haven't either.
No.
That's a whole different type of predator.
And the fact that Magic beat out AIDS as going to Michigan State, because that's not a sanitary place to have sex.
No,
does
it make you wonder if maybe he picked it up from there?
I would think so.
Just walking the halls.
The whole place looks like a fucking landfill. No, seriously, I want you one day to go to Michigan, which is nice and clean. It looks like a fucking Navy barrack. Okay, then you go to Michigan State. It looks like those countries like over in Russia where they put all the prisoners on the inside and just guard the perimeter.
Yeah,
that's how Michigan State looked. I'm off it because I don't want to get fucked up. But I'm just telling you right now, man.
You are going to be.
No, it was just fucking incredible, man. So I'm sitting in Detroit, okay?
Okay.
And we're at a table. And this girl behind me, she's at a table, and she's talking, and she's got one of those fucking annoying voices, and she's telling this dude this story. There's a dude, another girl, and her. And she owns the whole fucking conversation. And she keeps saying, she's giving this information, blah, 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 and quote me if I'm wrong. That's what she kept saying. Quote me if I'm wrong. So she would say something, and I'm just going to make some shit up, right? Gilligan's Island was the best story. It was the best show of the 60s. Quote me if I'm wrong. So I would go, Gilligan's Island is the best show of the 60s, right? And then she'd go again. And she'd go, I don't know, Samantha Fox is such a fly girl. And I'd go, Samantha Fox is such a fly girl, because she'd go, quote me if I'm wrong. So finally she caught me saying it, right? Jan Brady was the most underrated actress of the fucking early 70s. And I go, Jan Brady was the most underrated actress of the 70s. She goes, why you repeat everything I said? You said, quote me if I'm wrong. Right? And she just looked at me like, whatever. But she kept saying, quote me if I'm wrong. But I wanted to drown her. Just correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But nobody at the table said anything.
But yeah, I the whole time, I'm going to be quite honest with you. When I start talking like electronics and things like that, and you go, when you said, quote me if I'm wrong, I went, my brain is trying to figure out what the hell do you mean? So every time, so she's saying things that are factually incorrect, so you're now quoting her because she's wrong.
I would quote.
That would make sense.
She would say
And-
the shit.
Correct me.
She would say it.
Okay, why would you say correct me if I'm wrong then? Even that.
Pizza Hut is the best pizza on the planet. Quote me if I'm wrong. I go, Pizza Hut is the best pizza on the planet. And right, so we're back to back, damn.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, finally she heard me, and she got an attitude. And I was like, to myself, I'm like, how the fuck? No, it wasn't to myself. I told it to my table. I go, how the fuck is nobody else telling her she's using the wrong the phrase,
Yeah,
turn of phrase.
yeah.
It's not quote me if I'm wrong. It's correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, you should shut up because you're all wrong.
And not only that, those types of things, those little ticks, are annoying as hell.
Annoying.
Many times, and I'm sure we're guilty of it here on this show because we sometimes enjoy our ciders and our whiskeys a little bit too much. But when people overuse the word like, when people finish with the word right, like you're assuming that I'm right? No, you're wrong, but you want me to assume that you're right?
You're
No,
the
that's
type
not
of
right.
you're the
Wrong.
fucking cocksucker that would just stare at somebody if they go right and you just
Yeah.
be looking at them, huh?
No. If somebody says to me, so back in the day, there was a time that I don't know, whatever, something, right? I'll say, I don't know, are you right? Well, don't ask me and don't say right as a question if you don't expect an answer.
Stand on your own 2 feet.
Or cut that out of your discussion and vocabulary so that I don't have to feel awkward and weird. Feel it was something other than a word.
Yeah.
Like, right?
No, I'm
Those.
all with you.
Yeah.
I'm all with you.
Quote me if I'm wrong.
Man. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. They're trying to get rid of taunting in sports.
No,
I'm not.
You, no,
I'm not with that. I like the taunting.
Stop
it.
The taunting in sports that I don't like is when. So I watched a video recently of Steph Curry they're at camp right now. The NBA's in camp right now, and Steph Curry is in camp, and there's some freshly drafted rookie on the team.
It's called new booty, is what they call it. New
And he
booty.
schools him. He
As he should.
crosses him up, hits a shot, and then people start shit talking him, and all this, and like I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that kind of taunting,
Right.
because that ruins him. Like he's on your team.
Yeah.
Let him be on your team. Build him up. It's Steph Curry, for hell's sakes. I don't know if anyone's watched a game of the NBA. Steph Curry's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty badass. But if now that team and that player, and I don't know his name to be quite frank with you, is playing against the Detroit Pistons, allow them to taunt the shit out of him to the point where he cries. I don't care, because that's not my team. Taunt it, but what's it going to teach him? Because what did it teach Kerr when Michael Jordan was taunting him?
Oh, when he punched him in the eye, taught him to hit that fucking shot when he needed to hit it.
And guess
Here's
what?
the thing,
He was
though.
better
They,
about
they
it.
get on you now for getting dunked on or for getting crossed over. If you play enough basketball, you're gonna get dunked on. You're gonna get crossed over. That's
Everybody.
just the way it goes.
Yeah, everybody. We'll be right back. And we're back.
All right. What I like about
I feel like we should have had a commercial playing right there.
yeah, I like.
Hey, Shea, MVP jersey framing or H Cubed, if you want to put together a commercial jingle while we use the restroom, go ahead and send that our way because we will play that.
free of
through
charge.
that. Yeah. Just send it over. We'll put it because I just have like elevator music going with us on the toilet. So
Do you wash your hands before you touch your dick?
before?
Yeah.
No.
You should. You know why?
Yeah, no, because my hands are dirtier before I touch than after. Yeah.
And
I
somebody's
know.
got to put that in their mouth. I mean, I would like
Yeah.
to thank somebody with all the kids you got. Somebody should probably put it in their mouth. You should probably have more people put it in their mouth so you don't have child support.
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. Surprise baby showers on your face are a lot better than when you have to actually throw one with gifts.
Whatever you say, but quote me if I'm wrong, right? Some dude named Devin Williams broke his hand. He plays for Milwaukee Brewers after getting into the playoffs. He was so excited. That night he got drunk and he punched the wall, and now he's out the fucking playoffs. You're a dumbass. If I'm a fucking pitcher in the major league, you know what I do? I take my fucking right hand, that's what I throw it, on my left hand if I'm a freak like you, and I put it in the goddamn throw pillow, and I put duct tape over it, and that's how I stand. Okay? All sweaty, all fucking skin peeling off. I don't give a fuck. I got a protected hand. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I do. These motherfuckers now are so stupid. How do you think you're that Joe Invincible where you can punch a fucking wall?
I don't know, but I've seen it. I actually more in baseball than I ever did in any other sport. Baseball players punch shit a lot when they're angry and break their hands. Is that like? If you don't have hands, you really can't play baseball.
I like when they go into the dugout and they take that bat and they beat the shit out of the Gatorade container. I love that. When they just, and everybody just sits there like, Dad's mad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's been proven that if you play football, you can play without a couple of fingers, but because if you're holding a firework or whatever and it blows them off. But if you punch a wall in baseball, like you can't play, buddy.
It's
Sorry,
over.
you're done probably for the season,
Yeah, it's
damn near close to. What are you doing?
I don't
Get
know.
control of your damn self.
They're dumb motherfuckers, man. Wu-Tang Clan has a documentary on Hulu, and I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I just put that out there for Misty.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it right there and let it sit on the fucking shelf because for a reason unknown to us, she must be in solitary confinement right now because we
I'm
haven't heard
guessing.
from her in a while.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
been,
love her.
It's been a long, long time.
Misty's the type of motherfucker. If anybody ever fucking threatened our podcast, I'd stick Misty on him, right? And she'd go there with a knife in her mouth like a bucketeer, right? And probably explosives. She'd sacrifice for the crew.
Yeah,
Misty's a bad motherfucker, man.
Oh, yeah. My guess is, if you recall, a number of months ago, she replied to us for that and said she was on some other stuff and earning a GED and a college diploma. Wait, college degree, I think. And to leave her alone for a minute. Okay. I don't know what her
Never bothered
sentence
you.
is.
I never bothered her.
No,
okay.
no. We never write in to her.
Obviously, the prison chaplain had told her to remove herself from things that are volatile, and I guess we're a little volatile. But all I want her to know is Wu-Tang Clan has a show on Hulu right now that she is probably watching. I'd like to talk to her about it.
I'll probably watch that. I'd like to watch that. That'd be interesting.
Speaking of
Wu-Tang
watching stuff,
Clan's pretty
I
cool.
spent some alone time the other day in a room, sitting on a porcelain throne. So long, my fucking legs fell asleep. Okay, you ever sit on so long your legs fall asleep?
Yep, been there. Yep.
Phone does that. So
Yeah.
I remember sitting on when I was a kid. My mom used to keep her. Oh boy. Oh, my mom doesn't
No, it was who the heck? It was ZCMI here.
My mom doesn't listen to this, but I feel bad saying this.
This is going to be the one she does listen to.
Shit. I'm going in a couple of weeks this year. My mom used to keep her tampons underneath the toilet, right?
Oh yeah, you'd read those things.
And you pull it out.
And the
your
boxers?
mom too?
Yeah.
And what'd you learn about? Toxic shock syndrome.
Yep.
And had the one leg up. Remember? So the lady only had the fucking drawing only had the one leg, and they showed you how to put the tampon in and get it in.
Yeah, it was like a silhouette version.
You're
cut.
right. And when you're 9 years old, you're like, oh God, that's what a pussy is. Because you
Yeah.
know what pussy is, right?
Yeah.
So you look at that little drawing, you're like, oh, you get a little hard on.
Uh-huh.
Now you can't pee while you're shitting. But anyhow, I'm sitting on the toilet the other day, and so now we got cell phones, and that's
Yep.
a computer in your hand.
Yep, it is. It is.
So I'm sitting
actually.
there, and I'm watching Jackson 5 videos, right? And I'm like,
Oh
yo,
wow.
I am. I'm watching Mike do his fucking thing.
Because they're not really like the MTV videos of the 80s, 90s. They're
No.
more like what was recorded when they were performing live.
Yeah. Right.
So
it shows and
yes,
shit.
it was
It
really really
shows.
good.
There's one where it's Jermaine Jackson's song. It's called "Tell Me Am I Dreaming,"
Mm-hmm.
and Jermaine Jackson's the lead, and he's singing a duet with Mike. And Jermaine Jackson's like, "What the fuck? That's my little brother out here." I mean, because you always
Yeah.
hear that shit. Like Norman Marbury is Stephon Marbury's older brother, and
Yeah.
Norman Marbury one time played in a tournament, not a tournament. He played in the game I
Yeah.
played in, and this other dude's like, "You should see his little brother," because Norman Marbury busted my ass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, you should see his little brother," and his little brother was Stephon, who made it to the league.
Yep.
So it's always a little brother. Your little brother, you can say that. I'm an
Yeah.
older brother, right?
Yeah.
But Mike comes out and just changes his fucking song. So I'm watching all these videos, and I'm looking at his fat Tito, and I'm like an old ass Jackie, and I'm just like, these motherfuckers gotta be like, on the one hand, you gotta be like, how did I not get that talent? Right?
Yeah,
On the other
yeah.
hand, you gotta be like, thank God he has that talent, because we're not in Gary, Indiana anymore.
We wouldn't be doing anything
We wouldn't be doing
if it weren't for
because
him.
he just brings a different energy,
Yeah,
man,
he-
and it's
he
just
was
so
so good.
incredible. Think
So
whatever you
good.
want about him. Think whatever you want. You know,
No,
all the other
yeah.
shit.
I don't
He's been
care.
exonerated. Matter of fact, R. Kelly, is anything wrong with a bump and grind now? Are you still okay with a bump and grind, R. Kelly?
I still love me some. I still love me some R. Kelly, man.
R. Kelly should have a problem right now with
He
a bump and grind.
created. R. Kelly's got some issues.
R.
Kelly
Kelly's
created-
going to jail for the rest of his life.
R. Kelly created an entire album that it was him singing a
Don't tell me
story.
that. Don't tell me that in the closet.
Yeah.
That dumb shit with the midget.
Yeah.
Right then and there, we should have known he was into some freaky shit.
Yeah.
There was a midget. There was two gay guys. One guy was a cop. His wife was
Prior
fucking some
to
other.
but prior to that, he had a video of him urinating on people. Like, we should have seen red flags.
There's
But
a lot
it's-
of things we should
But
have seen
R.
red
Kelly
flags on.
makes such good music. I loved R. Kelly.
R.
coming
Kelly
up.
made such alright music. My favorite song by
I
R. Kelly
loved
was
it.
"Keep It on the Down Low." All the rest of that shit, the Chocolate Factory, and the Ignition, all that shit, I never liked it. And
Yeah,
now,
but
guess what? R&B radio stations ain't listen to that shit no more because Arvelli.
Aravelli. Yeah,
Ooh,
it's not
that should be my
Machiavelli.
name. Yeah,
Aravelli?
I downloaded Machiavelli on audiobook.
Well, you didn't make a mistake.
And the broad that's reading it drives me fucking nuts.
Oh, don't you hate that when you? So because of like commuting and all that, I audiobooks are very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
However, when they pick the wrong person to read it, it's terrible.
Yes,
And then I'm pissed off because you can't get your money back to go buy the paperback.
it's gone.
Because I'd rather read it in my own head and create my own voices than listen to this idiot.
The shitty part about it for me is you started me. I've never bought an audiobook until I bought Kevin Hart's audiobook.
then you did
and
well.
now I believe Diego bought it, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, this is pretty fucking good."
Yeah.
I wish Kevin Hart had hired me to do it. You know,
Listen to the arrogance of that
no,
guy.
but the shitty part about it for guys like Diego or guys like me who believe they could be an actor is you got fucking Elton John now doing Uber commercials.
Yeah, they do.
Elton, you don't need any more money. Your toupee looks fucking fabulous.
Isn't-
everybody loves you?
Wait, that's isn't he on the commercial with Lil Nas X?
Is that who that is? That black
I
dude?
think that's Lil Nas X. Not Nas, guys. Not like real Nas.
No.
Like the person he should not. It really pisses me off that he uses the name Nas.
What really pisses me off is Nas didn't put a stop to it. There was a
Yeah.
time when we had battle rap. You had LO versus Kumo D.
Yeah.
You had I don't know. I
Other
can't think of
people
it.
versus other peoples?
Busy Bee versus somebody. I can't think of them right now because guess what? I'm drunk. But there was a time when you had rap battles going on, and
You
somebody
did, yeah.
The last one you had got motherfuckers killed. That's not where I want to take it. I don't want anybody to die. I want people to fucking clown each other.
Like when Eazy-E came out with his I can't remember, but it was at the same time the Chronic came out. So it was Eazy-E and Dr. Dre.
Well, Ice Cube came out with No Vaseline, and he put
Yep.
that on NWA,
Yeah.
which was awesome, and he beat the fuck out of him. But that's what we used to do. We used to just do battle raps, and it was just blah, 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 blah. And you were like, oh, shit, oh.
Some of Ice Cube's older stuff is
Mm-hmm.
so good. If you get the chance, guys, like Predator, go check some of that shit out. So good.
Predator, is that a reference to R. Kelly? Is that what you just did right there?
I
Did
brought
you
it
go
full circle.
Wow, man. That motherfucker, he's done. R. Kelly,
Yeah, unfortunately,
It's over.
like, but I think we talked about this probably a year ago.
Okay.
R. Kelly has done some weird shit like, hey, send me your underage daughter. I'll be her manager for a year, train her how to be a pop star,
Right.
and then send her back. Well, then he cuts communication off with family, and they're underage, and then they never become a star. First of all, I'm not sending my daughter there.
No.
Second of all, what you doing, bro? Like, you think you're just gonna skate through
You know
that?
what?
I don't know.
The thing is, like I said earlier, we walk past serial killers. We walk past
We walk past them.
pedophiles. We walk past all this shit every
Yeah.
day, and we just don't know because we all have a secret life. There's freaky shit you do as in intimidating people and not paying for them. And you know,
One of my favorite songs, and I did bring this up many episodes ago. I
Okay.
can't even tell you one is
okay,
Oingo Boingo. Is a group of the 80s and 90s.
Dead Man's Party.
Yep, Dead Man's Party. That's
And,
one of
and
the
the theme song for Weird Science.
Yep, and Beetlejuice. They did
remember that. I
Beetlejuice.
don't remember
They do Nightmare. He does Night Before Christmas. A lot of different things. Anyway, he has a song. It's called
Elfman. What's his first
Danny
name?
Elfman.
Danny Elfman.
He has a song called Nasty Habits. And in it, he talks about what we do when we close the door and we shut the shades. Because nobody knows what we do. That's what we are. We are what we do when we close the door and shut the shades. That's what we are.
But you gotta have a participant. You gotta have somebody that's like they're like
But there are those. They don't have to be underage.
they're like
That's the
okay.
thing.
They go this. You say you do this, and you go okay. You know, I love that shit.
R. Kelly has the internet same as we do. He's got the ability to look for people that are of age and consenting. That's
Okay.
the problem.
I got some goods for you. Ready? Hit me.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Start it over.
Oh, R. Kelly's blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I have some.
I got some goods for you. Man dies after gulping down 1.5 liters of Coca-Cola in 10 minutes. You stupid fuck.
Wait, he does what?
He gulped down.
Gulped down.
That's what it says. Gulped down 1.5 liters of Coca-Cola in 10 minutes.
1.5 liters?
1.5 liters.
Okay, that's
obviously he had other fucking problems.
that's not that's not a lot.
He was probably my 600-pound life, and you know what? His life was like, look, tick, 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 1.5, you're out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There comes a time. I like the fact that right now they understand that boxing is fixed in the Olympics. Because I've been watching boxing since 1976, and I knew some of that shit was fixed. So in 2016, they're going back and they're saying Rio was fixed, and I say, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's obvious that it's been fixed. You've seen Americans beat this shit out of people. I saw a heavyweight beat this shit out of a fucking another heavyweight from Slovakia, but I guess Slovakia had more money. So I'm glad they're figuring that shit out right now. Go ahead.
The Olympics. So, it for me, it's really hard to put boxing in the Olympics because I've watched live. I've watched some MMA stuff.
Okay.
The UFC type shit.
Yes, sir.
And I know that's a different animal. However, boxing, like, is just you're beating the shit out of someone else's head,
Beat his ass.
and that's the point. It's
Yes.
just beat it. So now you're putting that in the Olympics. So
Well,
how
well,
are you supposed to have more than one boxing match in 6 months?
But the Olympics has a lot to do with points. So it's not only in the head. Because when you get into a fight in the street,
Yeah,
this is what
but-
I've always said. When I get into a fight in the street, what do I know? What do I know? He's going to try and hit me in the fucking head. So what do I do?
Yeah.
I protect my head. I go for his body and I go up my way and I go to the fucking head. People are so stupid when they fight, right? But that's not the Olympics.
But
the Olympics
no.
is a lot of points.
Yeah, but do they fight more than once?
Yeah.
How often do when you watch like a title bout, right?
Okay.
They're once every other year, once a year, or once every 6 months. Even the MMA guys that are like peak of athletic training are doing it every 8 months. But you want to put them in the Olympics in 14 days and you want to make them box more than once? It's a joke. It would have to be rigged because otherwise you're going to kill people.
Okay.
And now that's a different type of Olympics. Would I mind watching us killing other people? Probably not. But I don't think it's good for the Olympics. to kill people.
I didn't hear a lot of what you said because when you said MMA and you're sitting in the same seat Sean O'Connor was,
Yeah.
it gave me the fucking chills. Like, literally, I thought I was going to have a fucking aneurysm. You made me nervous. I was like, he's going to jump. Because we said some shit with Sean O'Connor, and I was like, I hope this is not what sets him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some of these motherfuckers, you're like, pudding and tapioca pudding. And they're like, oh, that's what my trainer used to say.
Yeah.
And I got to punch you in the fucking face.
That's my trigger word.
Yo, you said some shit. Back to my goods.
Okay.
At least 116 dead in prison battle that has left bodies decapitated and dismembered. Let me tell you something right now. I say good because I'm gonna tell you, a prison, that's the way it should be. If you're convicted of a crime, and I don't mean that suspected shit. I mean, hey, I saw this motherfucker do this. He did it. There's video of him doing it, and now he's in jail. Put him in there with all those motherfuckers. I say all the time. I never got a problem with that, right? I think that's the way the fucking prison should be.
Where was that at? That couldn't be here in the U.S. There's not enough time to decapitate anybody in the U.S. prison. Come on now.
California returns beachfront land seized by a black family almost 100 years ago. And I knew about this story. And I say, and I'm going to tell you why. Because, you know, what are you, English? You motherfuckers came over here with your fucking medium-sized dicks and your abnormally large balls, right? We're like, oh, your balls are a lot bigger than your dicks. You
And
took a lot
terrible
of shit.
teeth.
Terrible teeth. You took a lot of shit from people, man, and they're starting to give it back. I like that, you know. And so there was a lot of generations that lost that shit. My boy had a beachfront property on Manhattan Beach in California. Now, the reason he had it is because his great-grandfather bought it. And it was about the size of a fucking woodshed.
Damn.
On the fucking beach. Millions of dollars they sold it for later on.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, who knows who he got it from? And I like the fact, I don't like the fact, I acknowledge the fact that people think only white people had that generational wealth.
Uh-huh.
You got to remember, look at Tulsa. Black people had generational wealth, but it was taken from them for whatever reason. The reason being, they were black.
I guess so. I got a strange history here. So I don't come. My ancestry doesn't half of my ancestry.
Look at the Englishman trying to fucking dismiss his.
I'm trying to understand. So my lights are off. The lights are off in the woodshed that normally are on, and that's probably when you said to me the cameras look funny. That's probably why.
Okay.
But anyway, so half of my ancestry comes here in I think they land in 1890 something. The other half.
I like how you just missed slavery. That's so cute.
No, the other half has been here since like 15 something.
Slavery owners.
Yeah. Way back, and they're that's the gypsy half of my life. So I'm pretty sure I've never owned a damn thing to this day. So 1592 to now, I don't think I've ever owned anything. And we've run from everything. It's funny how generations just kind of keep going. I just keep running from things.
Do you ever think about the fact that you're the culmination of all that shit behind you? You ever done like that generation what is that? That
Genealogy?
No,
what are you talking about?
Genealogy, but there's a website now. What is that?
Lookatme.com.
Spermsinmyfamily.x.
It's Ancestry.com.
Ancestry. You
Yeah.
ever look at that and go back
No,
and look at? It's just like, okay, so for me, I only go so far, but I've looked at other people's that have gone back to like the 1200s.
Which
I think it's incredible, man.
Which is okay, and kind of where I was going in my state here was that I can track both of my generations. I have one generation that's me, but I have two family lines. So I have my mother's and my father's side.
Thanks for clearing that up.
My father's side, I could track it for years back because we're as far as like history here in the U.S. It's very new, and so we could track that back through England very well. As far as the gypsy side, they've been here for so damn long. As gypsies, we could track that back to a long time ago. They're all of a sudden they're, well, you came over here with Christopher Columbus. What the hell are you doing here?
They go back like that.
Yeah. So a long time ago. So I can track both sides that way. Your side, you got what? 17 something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But
maybe.
it's a travesty because your genealogy is far more reaching than mine.
Absolutely.
But we never okay, I understand that there's a point where people probably didn't record shit. I get that because that's every race in the world. There's some point we don't record that. But then when we start recording it, we're just like, nah, that race over there, we're just gonna not do that until we feel like it fits our needs.
I don't know how this got all after school.
I don't even know.
I don't know how this got all after school special, but I got one more. Okay. Home intruder mauled to death by pit bulls, investigators say, and this happened in Georgia. And I say, you break into my fucking house, you get all that it offers. Yeah, and the fact you got a pit bull that's gonna kill a motherfucker. Besides the blood.
Yeah.
So you know what? I read a Playboy magazine one time for the article. And it talked about the fact that, people have to go in there and clean. So if somebody kills herself in your house, right, the cops don't clean that up. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the cops don't clean it up. You have to hire a fucking service to clean it up. So can you imagine?
I just assumed that the people that live there cleaned it.
Do you want to clean up teeth and fucking brain grits?
But I don't. What would I do? I don't know what I would do. But
you hire somebody to clean that up.
Okay, now I know.
So the one dude, it's funny you said it. The one dude's talking about, the homeowner thought he could clean it up, and he called us in because he couldn't get blood out the carpet. And I looked behind the door, and there was an eyeball. That's how you get haunted. Okay, but the fact that some pit bulls beat the shit out of a homeless
salt.
Don't you hear the dogs barking when you go in the fucking house? You stupid ass intruder. That's why it's Georgia. Georgia. They've never been smart. Georgia, Mississippi, West Virginia, Tennessee. You dumb motherfuckers. Here come the letters. Okay.
Yeah.
And once again, what I say on those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Get eaten up. Break in the house. Matter of fact, I want those pit bulls up, and I just want to put them in my fucking house, and I want to leave the door open, and I want to leave $1,000 behind it. Break in. Because I'd like to see somebody get chewed up by a dog.
Right on like a little stand. Like a little nightstand right in front of your front door.
Yes.
$1,000.
Yes.
It just...
Okay.
Go for it.
I have a question right now.
Okay.
Because I told you the other day I was watching Michael Jackson videos. So Michael Jackson, for whatever reason, turned into LL Cool J, who I fucking love.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my LL Cool J story one time.
Okay.
I owe LL Cool J $100.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
True story.
LL.
True story.
Hit us up on the email.
I'll
get it.
There's a couple of people I love, okay? Okay, you ready?
Okay.
I love LL Cool J.
Okay. I can
George Clooney.
Oh, yeah,
Brad Pitt.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I got a little bit moist when you said Brad Pitt.
No, you do.
Yep.
You love Brad Pitt.
Yep, I do. I really like Brad Pitt.
Tom Hanks. I love them all.
Ooh, I like Tom Hanks, Brad Pitt. I would throw Morgan Freeman in there.
I got one more. You know, let me finish. Denzel.
I knew that.
Pinnacle.
I knew that. Everybody
that buck-toothed motherfucker, I love him.
Anybody that's ever listened to
He's
this knows that.
He's got a hell of an overbite. Okay, he's got the best overbite in TV. Denzel is amazing.
Yeah,
but my question for LL Cool J.
Denzel, Brad Pitt. I really like Morgan Freeman, and I'm gonna throw Will Smith in my list.
What was creeping up there? What have you ever seen the movie 7 Pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what did it for me.
He'll make you cry.
That's what did it for me.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm back to LL and the video Lounging, the remix with Total. Why is LL okay. The remix with Total, with LL, why is LL riding up to the house to get some pussy on a fucking bicycle? He's LL Cool J. He's riding on a bicycle. Why? LL, park your car down the street and walk to the fucking house to go get the fucking punani. That makes no sense to me.
Because I think he's representing that, you could ride a bicycle and still get it. He's wearing like a yellow rain jacket.
Yellow's my favorite color. I'm fine with that. But what the fuck is this big ass? LL in this video is probably 215 on a bike fit for a fucking 113-pound girl.
Yeah.
And he's looking over like, oh, I hope homeboy don't see me. Do you know somebody once broke in LL's house? This is a true story. Somebody once broke in LL's house and his daughter screamed and he went downstairs to find her and LL beat the dude into a fucking seizure. Yeah. What the fuck you breaking into LL's house for? You might as well break into the Rock's house. LL's a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
LL's a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
But anyhow, this motherfucker can't afford a car to roll. In the beginning of the video, he's on a Lexus with his man. And his
Yeah.
man's driving, he's LOL's rapping. But all of a sudden now he's on the bike. I just thought about that. I was like, why is LOL... why is this motherfucker on a bicycle? That's so fucking weird. Like,
that
he's
is
got to be
strange.
quiet. Like, he's showing
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night. You ever steal your parents' car? Me neither. You did?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I got arrested for it.
Did you really? Different story, different
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I never stole a car, but you would think, like, that's how you do. Like, you push it out or you get a...
Yeah, and
you need to be
actually,
quiet.
that's what I did. So,
Ooh, different story for now.
Yeah, I clicked it over, put it into the neutrals, rolled it out into the road, and once it got out there far enough, turned it on, still left the lights off, drove away, and had a great time. Long story short, got arrested for it. Had to call the parents.
How
to come
old?
pick me
How
up. 15.
14, 15?
Yeah, yeah. Not a proud moment for me, but nonetheless, that happened. But that's how you do it. You push it out into the roadway because you're sleeping. You're not gonna hear a rolling car.
Well, you should be
You
on
push
a bike.
it 3 houses down, still not gonna hear it. Then you fire that bitch up, and then you're gone. Because then it sounds like any other car rolling by the house.
Florida nurse fired after mocking newborn with birth defects online, sharing photo on Instagram. Now, I smile at that because I'm like, how fucking stupid are you? Like, you know, if you're a nurse, you see a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Right, you see people shit themselves, see people have a baby and then shit on a baby, you know what I mean? Because what do they put down there? Wood, you got 88 kids, so they put the garbage bag down there, and you're hoping that the girl
Yeah,
you
yeah.
impregnated doesn't say, I'm going to shit on this fucking kid because they're pushing so hard.
Yeah.
I never saw it happen, but there it is, right?
Yeah. If
So-
if I could give any advice to a soon-to-be father, stay by your woman's head.
Stay by the head.
If they ask you to hold a leg, that's fine. Hold a leg, help out, but stay by the head. Like tip your head this way towards the.
when you held the leg, did it turn you on? Did it make you want to climb?
It
back
little
in
bit
there?
did. Yeah.
Poke
I was
that,
like,
poke that kid in the head.
could you get pregnant twice?
But anyhow, so she's making fun of a fucking baby born with birth defects, which is fucked up. You're supposed to be a nurse, but here's the thing that bothers me. So you got cops out there being fucked up left and right,
Yep.
right? Because this cop does that, because this cop does that.
Right.
What are cops? What are they? What are they?
People.
People, right?
Just-
So you got
yeah,
this nurse
human
out
beings.
here fucking up. I want this shit to go viral. I want
Yeah,
all
why
these
not?
motherfuckers out here. I want them to fucking piss on this fucking nurse that's out there shitting on the fucking kid.
You know what's worse, and we see it all of the time. Teachers.
Oh.
How many teachers are out there banging their students?
Not one, as far as I was concerned, I was praying and hoping that one would fuck me.
Yeah,
I think one wanted to fuck me.
like I was 14 to 18, and I put it out there.
Yeah.
I was pretty blatant. As a matter of fact, I probably should have gone to DT or jail at that point. I was like, here I am, and this is me.
This
I'm
is
Wood.
This is Wood. If you suck my dick, I'll pass this class. So I had a teacher named Madam something something. Okay, and she was my French teacher, and I would cut French class all the time. But for some reason, my dumb ass would always show up on test day.
Yeah.
So I'd roll in there, and she'd be like, oh, "Okay, here's the test," and she was from fucking France.
Yeah.
And she'd pass the test out, and I'd be sitting there,
Is
and
it-
she'd come over.
is it good to give you
and
the test?
and she would take my pencil, and she'd write the answers down. And my French name was Eric. Eric. And she'd go, Eric, Eric, are you okay? And
That's
I'm
not even close to
And I look, and she'd come and she'd write it down, and I got to see out the class. My geometry teacher, Mr. Blah, blah, blah. I remember one time
He probably
I
did
went
too,
there. I
huh?
cut his classes too because I was never great at math. I'm not bad at math. I just didn't want to do the effort for math. You know?
Sure, yeah.
So I show up on the fucking test one time, and what I did, I think I told the story before. I put down all like Chinese writing, right? So everything was for geometry. It was like what I interpreted as Chinese writing, and I turned it in, and he sent it back. Remember when you used to get the test back?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
wrote, "Funniest thing I've ever seen." He gave me a C minus. Funniest thing I've ever seen. I was like, "Yo, that's awesome." You know?
Yeah,
I got it.
It's Kevin Hart talks about it in his book. What does he say? Abacadabra.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't work for him.
No.
Didn't work for
But
him.
he did it on the SATs. You do that if you're smart, you do that on every other test but
But
the
the
SATs.
SAT. That's the
Yeah.
go-to. The
Yeah.
SATs, you probably need to pay attention.
Abacadabra.
I want to say something to all the girls out there right now with big asses.
Oh, the same. Oh.
If you got a big, nice ass, and I can recognize
single
a
ladies.
big, just a big fucking all-American ass. And by all-American, I mean black ass, right? And by black
Yeah,
ass,
I'm
I
about
mean...
to go have some babies.
By black ass, I mean the ones that got fucking interjections. Interjections, that's all right. Injections.
Injections.
Injections. Right? So, but you're out there now. All of them are out there now, and they have these Instagram videos where they wag their little fucking ass, right? And they turn around and they do some shit, and you're just like, oh, she gonna pull her pants down? Oh, Instagram doesn't allow rated R shit.
No, they don't.
So I gotta play with my own imagination.
No, what it is click the link in my
What
bio.
I want to tell you, broads, now. Clean your fucking house before you get out there and wag your fucking ass. I don't want to see fucking soup cans and fucking Diet Coke cans and fucking
spackles on the
Reese's Pieces
mirror.
wrappers and shit. Clean the fucking bathroom. Clean the kitchen. Make your fucking bed. Pick your shoes up before you get sexy on it, because it doesn't turn me on.
No, you know what? When you get out of the shower and it's all steamy, just take your towel and wipe off the mirror. It's gonna clean it, because all the little whatever the shit you have on it, and then all you have to do is kick the laundry out.
The alleged flossing remnants on the glass.
Yeah.
Clean the fucking place.
Kick the laundry out of the room, record the video, and then you're good to go.
There was this hot girl I was gonna get with one time. She was from my job. She's like, "Oh, come over. I'm gonna make spaghetti. My favorite meal. We're winning. You like spaghetti? I like spaghetti." It was one of these relationships. You talk to her. Oh shit! You like money? I like money.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you use the phone? I love it.
Super
I use
deep.
the phone.
Yeah, it's deep.
You like spaghetti? I like spaghetti. I went over to the house and she liked spaghetti. I like spaghetti. What I didn't like is the fucking cat litter box in the kitchen.
Nope.
Once I saw the cat litter box in the kitchen and the clothes on the counter, I was like, I cannot eat anything in this house.
No.
Clean your fucking house, broad. You want to fucking attract motherfuckers? Clean the
Clean
house.
it up. Yeah, I went to a house one time, and same kind of thing. She's like, "Come on over. I'm gonna make dinner for you. It'll be great." I was like, "Cool. I'm headed over." I go over there. I sit down, and she got a piano, and I was like, "Oh, you're classy. I like a classy lass from time to time. You know what?" So I sit down, and I'm like, "Okay, let's have some food here." She's like, "Well, I made chili. First of all, don't feed me chili, because
you didn't see what hidden in there.
Yeah, and so I take a spoonful. She put cinnamon in it. Fail number
And
2.
chili?
Yeah, it was disgusting. So I take about, oh, this is weird. So what do? I look over to my left, because the right was the door. I look over to my left, and underneath the stool, the bench to the piano, was a hairball from a cat that had vomited under them.
No, sir.
What? Well,
No,
you know
sir.
what? Here's the thing: is I gotta work. Well, you work only during the day. No,
I gotta work right now.
My work opened up at 11 p.m.
45
I gotta
minutes
leave
right now.
Yeah, I gotta go. I
Yeah.
bounce out of there. I can't do that shit. Clean your house. And if you have cats, you have to take extra care to clean your house, because cats are disgusting animals.
Okay, I'm gonna go one step further than you. You have to take extra care to keep them the fuck away from me. Let me tell you something. If you're gonna try and be sexy and wag your little kitty cat, clean your fucking house. Let's
Yeah,
just clean the
clean it.
area the fucking video is.
Yeah. If anywhere that I'm going to be from point A to point B, it better be spotless or damn near close, because otherwise I'm not walking in there.
Got fucking condom wrappers and goddamn empty ketchup bottles and fucking Tab soda just all thrown on the floor and shit.
Yeah.
No, clean your shit up.
Speaking
man.
of, have you ever looked at I was gonna say animations, but that's a digital thing. But like the drawings on a condom box, because you talked about it on the tampon box. They have it on a condom box.
I've
Have you
never
ever seen
seen
that?
it,
Yeah,
no.
it shows you how to like pinch the tip, roll it back, and put it on.
Really? 'Cause
And then
I'll-
it looks like it's way too big for me.
'Kay.
And then when it actually fits way too big for me, I'm like, well, this is an accurate
Really?
drawing.
Because I'm a little excited when I get to the condom box. I don't got time to be looking fucking diagrams.
I saw
Okay.
it. I saw it in math class in 9th grade. Actually, some girl handed it to me. She's like, "Hey, have you ever seen the drawings in these?" And I was, no.
So what I would have said to that girl in 9th grade is, you have? What
And-
the fuck you been doing?
No, she handed it to me, and I said, "Oh no, I never have." "Oh, this is how you do it. You want to show me?" Anyway, there's a whole other path we went down, but I did see the drawings. It's similar to the tampon ones.
America is hiring, and I just want you to know how I know America is hiring.
All of America,
America is hiring.
California, New York.
New Jersey is offering unemployed residents $500 to get his fucking job.
Just to get a job.
Love that. Love that, Wood. Love that. Love that dead silence. Love that stare. $500 to get a job. This is the fucking same people. Their bloodlines is the fucking depression. Okay? Where motherfuckers was begging for a job. Alright? I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. I don't. Hey, look, Wood. You got people now standing with signs saying, give me money.
No.
I'm on hard times. I come from a time, okay?
Yeah.
So motherfuckers showed up and they said, I'll clean your windshield.
Yeah.
I'll put air in your tires. I'll put armor on your tires. I'll fucking wax your car. I'll suck your dick.
Yeah.
For $25. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's gone now. Now it's just give me money. You know why? Because I got 10 fingers, 10 toes. I'm just as healthy as you, but you know what? I don't want to get a job. Fuck you. Motherfuckers ask me for money now. You know what I tell them? My boy Chad Hill used to say that. I remember one time we walking up the NCAA tournament, and this dude said, "Can I get $5?" Chad Hill said, "Get the fuck away from me." Dude goes, "What'd you say?" He said, "Get the fuck away from me." So that's what I tell him now. Get the fuck away from me. Because I'll choke you. I'll strangle you.
There's a. It's a funny thing. There's a shortage in people need. There's a shortage in people filling jobs, but there's also an abundance of homeless. Strange.
Yeah.
Get a job. There's plenty.
Padow, as Ice Cube would say. YouTube will remove videos with the misinformation about any vaccine.
I saw that.
What I want to
What's
know
the
is
misinformation?
how the fuck does YouTube know what misinformation
That's
is?
what. Yeah, that's what. I saw the
YouTube's
same
got
thing.
doctors. YouTube means doctors right now.
Okay, so we're broadcasting this right now live on YouTube.
Okay, queso's a soup, a cheese. By
Yeah,
the way,
queso
So you
is-
say queso,
I do.
and that's a cheese.
Yeah,
because
I
learned that.
love catching people on that. But so queso,
Okay.
queso, the cheese. We're on YouTube also right now, broadcasting live. If you want to watch this later on YouTube, because that's where you feel like your home is, go to YouTube, and check out So What You Saying over there. But all in one word. So we're talking about the vaccine right now. We're not giving an opinion, but are we going to
No.
get censored and blocked because apparently YouTube knows what is right and wrong about the vaccine?
I don't know what the fuck's
Is it
right
is
and
it
wrong.
is it right to get it? Is it right not to get it? I don't know, but if we say it, what's YouTube gonna say about us not getting it or getting
But
it?
where are they vetting this shit? So
I don't know.
Does
That's
YouTube
a good
have
question. I
fucking
don't-
Dr. Spock and Dr. You don't want Dr. Kevorkian. That's a
No,
different.
yeah,
But you
that
have
was
two.
legit.
But you would have
You
two
dead
different
at that
sides.
point.
You'd have two different sides. You had Kevorkian. Kevorkian had to have died because he'd be icing motherfuckers left and right.
I would
now.
guess so at this point. It's been a long time since Dr. Kevorkian.
Been so long. That's the Nene Baker song. It's good to see you, man. With your making history since 1934, Detroit Lions shirt. Where's
Yeah,
that shirt
that-
from?
This is from Detroit.
Detroit. From
Michigan.
the D. From the D.
Yeah. No stealing anything or running away from anybody over there in Flint. This is from Detroit. This is where we got it. This is 1934. This is also my koozie because I know we're wrapping up. This is my koozie. It's got a Detroit Lions on it. It's love. Like there are very few things in my life that I get excited about.
Free pussy.
That is the first
no
one.
child support payment that month.
I've never been excited about that because
she
it's
married
never
somebody.
happened.
Because she married somebody else.
And then
and somebody turning 18.
And
Those-
yes,
those are the-
those are the top three. And number 4, at a close number 4, is a Detroit Lions shit. And I'm ecstatic. I have actually another koozie that I can share next week, which I'm going to do. That's not just my beautiful lion. God,
Yeah.
what a beautiful logo. And then my 1934. I'll probably wear this until I can't wear it on
Right.
these shows.
I like it. And if we're going sports, here we go. The 2
Yeah, but the
feet.
Boston Red Sox.
We're trying to lose our fucking wild card spot. Mac, we're going to do it. I think Missy's a fucking Red Sox fan.
Yep, she is.
You know what?
You said Red Sox and you threw it out there. She may grab this one and
Free
run that
Misty.
back.
Free Misty.
Oh,
Free
yeah.
her.
Can we hashtag free Misty?
One time. Just let her out. Fucking isolation.
Yeah, we're
One
gonna
time.
hashtag free Misty at this point.
She probably stabbed the CO. But
Is it MISTI or MISTY? Because one's a
I'm gonna go
stripper,
I.
one's a murderer.
I's a stripper.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going I.
I'm gonna go Y because she's
Okay.
in jail.
Okay.
A stripper's never in jail.
Wood, with that, is that what you're saying?
That is what I am saying. With that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, checking out this episode. We had a lot to say.
I miss you, Wood.
Well,
I miss sitting across from you and watching it shine off your fucking dome, and you watching it shine off my dome.
Well, the problem is I didn't have the lights on to dull it out, so here it is. It's like a sunrise coming over here, and it never goes away. You're just staring right into that bitch the whole time. Guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for those of you that contribute, those of you that donate stars, contribute on anchor.fm/so what you're saying. We cannot thank you enough. And those that head over to our sponsors and support them, we are grateful, and I know they are very much so grateful for everything that you do for them and how you support
Yes.
their businesses, because everybody that we promote on this show is local and need your business, struggled through the COVID nonsense, and are trying to make it out on the back end. So check out our sponsors, guys. You know where they're at. We'll link them up in as we do every show, so check them out. Keith, It was a long trip. It was a long weekend. Lonely. And as I put in the description of this, you didn't see the description of this video. It was Woods finally in the comfort of the bosom of Keith, here in the woodshed. And here I am, and I gotta say, it was a pleasure.
It's 'cause I hold you down. We out with.
So what you saying? Cliff Style,